Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Mother, hold our hand, take us and make us witness and realize what is not real and what is real. Build up the detachment, vairag, the true sense of viveka, to discriminate and understand the reality from unreal, and vairag from everything that is unreal. Take us from darkness to light, from ignorance to wisdom. In this life alone, Mother, hold our hand and make us deathless. Take us from death to immortality. The body shall die, but we shall remain the true who I am. Bless us that we take up the journey and understand in this life alone, who am I? Jai Guru. With the blessings of the Guru Devas, Paramahansa Yogananda, Sri Sri Yukteswar Giri, and Lahiri Mahasaya, with the blessings of the Karma Yogi, Swami Sri Vivekananda, Holy Mother Sri Sri Shardama, Paramahansa Ramakrishna. We seek the blessings of Kalpa Yogi Mahavatar, the deathless Master Babaji, to hold our hand and make us realize who we are and make us merge into the Brahman in him and in Krishna. Yogish, the Yogakshema, the everything that is possible is granted to us by Krishna. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Brahma, Gayatri, Savitri, Saraswati are the heavenly consort, and Krishna and Radha, Vishnu, Mandakini, Shiva, Kali, Shiva Parvati, Shiva Durga, and the Supreme Divine Mother, Mother of the universe, Jagat Janani, hold our hand. And with all this put together, all the gurus and the gods and the Supreme Kalpa Yogi Babaji, they're all into one. And that is the awareness of Brahman. And who is this Brahman? All the gurus, all the devas, all the gods and goddesses and the Divine Mother. Aham Brahmasmi. Main hi Brahma hu. That is you. How can it be? I am this little body and I have the fear of the COVID-19 and the sickness and the disease. The body is changing all the time. How can I be that? I, as per Vedanta, I have understood it till now, is immortal. I cannot change. I, Manes, the isness, this existence is dolphin, the dog, the mountain, the ocean, the books, the property, the money, the car, my wife, my husband, my children, my parent, my company, my family, everything. And yet, how can I be immortal? So today, firstly, the Vedanta, what it does is it takes us across and doesn't make us run away, doesn't make us cut the samsara, switch off the TV, as the yogis say. But Advaita Vedantists say, no, it is only a picture. It's only a movie. This so-called the reality of the life is not what we think it is. And who is this we? My mind and my body and my name. Nama, Rupa, Babhara. So this beautiful gift reminds me of that beautiful, wonderful story we have shared before, those wonderful stories, aptly to recollect. Remember the washerman? And he used to wash his clothes and he used to scrub it with a stone. And the stone, he liked it very much. It was quite a big stone, so he used to leave it there instead of putting along with a pile of clothes and taking it back home every day and bringing it back. One day he said, I like this stone very much. Perchance somebody, those days nobody used to steal things. Perchance if somebody by mistake take my stone, I'll really miss it. So I'm going to take it with me. So he takes it with him. On the way back home, he met his vegetable friend because he needed to buy some vegetables, take it home for their evening dinner, possibly one meal, breakfast and dinner. Whole day is working there. And he tells the vegetable friend, by the way, see this stone? I like it very much. What do you think about this stone? The vegetable friend's eyes widened. He said, wow, it's really nice. Give it to me. I'll keep it very well. He said, what will you do with it? I use it for washing my clothes. No, give it to me. I'll give you 10 kilos of those days, 10 seers of seer and kilo, they're similar. Kilo is little more. 1.1 seer is 1 kilo. I'll give you 10 kgs of brinjal. This washerman said, 10 kg? He buys one brinjal and 2 potatoes and like that he goes. He said, 10 kg? But something made him say, no, I don't want to give. I'll think about it. And as the story goes, to cut it in brief, he goes and meets some more people like the brinjal vegetable guy, and every one of them appreciates the stone tremendously and says, this is very good. Some guys say, you should go to a stone specialist. He said, okay. Goes to a stone specialist, and that guy said, it's very good, but I cannot tell what it is. It looks very good. You go to, I have a doubt, go to the diamond specialist. And when he goes to the diamond man and he checks it out, and he said, my God, you got the biggest diamond. I'll give you 10 crore rupees. Where was the diamond all the time? Of course, the story ends with the washerman becoming very rich. But tell me, the diamond was always with him, but he did not know that it is there with him. He had it with him. He didn't know how to use it other than use it for minimum. What are you and I doing? You are hearing me, you're listening to me, you're thinking, you're reflecting, you're thinking about questions. What question am I going to ask? How is it going to change my life? All those reflections are going on in your mind. But who is the one making you understand it? You see me, my senses, I can see with my eyes and hear. But remember the earlier message, Drik Drishya Viveka. You are the Drashta. And the Drishya is me. Drashta and Drishya. Remember the eye and the eye is the Drashta, seen is the Drishya. Drishya is many, I is one. I remains one. Drishya keeps on changing, I doesn't change. And this Drashta is remaining, Drishya keeps on changing. 3 differences. Same thing is here. That I, the I am, the witness, Drashta, is my truly me. But I think this body And this mind, that is me and my name. And I'm tall, I'm fair, I have curly hair, I have a nice beard, I'm a man, I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm pretty, I'm fair, I love my dress, I love my money. All these things are coming into our life. And I think that is who I am, and that's what gives me the pleasure. But like the body, all these things are changing, changing, changing. So what is Buddha saying? Anityam, anityam, anityam. Nothing is permanent. It is changing. As per Vedanta, our body is jayate. 6 changes. 6. Jayate. It is born. Asti, it stays, it sustains. Sustains. Notice how does it sustain? You eat your food, it digests, babies drink the milk, digests, babies growing, and vardate, it keeps on growing. And then viparikshamate, it continues to grow to big changes. And aparikshamate, it starts to deteriorate now and goes to reverse changes, and then nashate, it dies. 6 changes. Just like that, the mind. In the morning when I get up, it's so blissful and happy. Or I might get up with the terrible news from my message. As soon as many people, as soon as they get up, they're looking at their WhatsApp message and Facebook. And you see the terrible message. But you give a call. I just heard that Robbin Ghosh is dead. And he said, no, I seen Robbin Ghosh. When did you see? I just saw him. He's not dead. It's a wrong message. Somebody is giving you a wrong message. Mind changes so rapidly just because of a little information here and there. Happiness, joy, sorrow, anger, jealousy, greed, small-mindedness, pettiness, big-heartedness, let me give. How can that be? Me. I know from Vedanta that I, Aham Brahmasmi, is infinite. Fire cannot burn it, weapon cannot cleave it, water cannot wet it, air cannot dry it. It is Brahman. If that is so, then why do I feel like this? So, reversing a little bit of the earlier messages, there is something, I'm introducing a word. It's not a new word. We have talked about it before. Upadhi. Upadhi is a technical term. What is Upadhi? A beautiful crystal, example, crystal clear. Very good, expensive crystal. Not some cheap crystal. There are crystals of all classes. And this crystal is so clear, beautiful. If you go and take it to the light, it shows you beautiful colors, rainbows. But it has no color of its own. But it reflects the light like a rainbow. Or take a red rose, put it on the other side. This is the pyramid, put it on the other side. And you look through the pyramid turns red. Blood red, the color of the rose. You put the color of the rose away and put a blue color of something or a yellow color, something. It turns into blue or turns into yellow. So this is called Upadhi. The crystal does not change, but it appears to be red, appears to be green or blue or pink or yellow. You and I am Atman Brahman, is I know, Upalabdhi Vakya, Anubhava Vakya. I feel it, I know it. As you're going through the knowingness, I know it now. But I may not realize it as yet. Knowingness and realizing I know this is Alfonso mango, this is very sweet. But when I taste it, eat it, I realize it. It is. But here I know I am Atman Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, but I'm not realized it as yet. So the journey towards this is through Vedanta, is going toward that awareness, knowingness. So the Upadhi. Now, along with the Upadhi, Upadhi makes you. Let me take you to another word called Adhisthana. Before the Adhisthana, understand that light falls on dirty water, but it doesn't get dirty. Falls on holy water, it doesn't become holy. It falls on a pitcher of wine, it doesn't get drunk. And notice, the light is not choosy. Wherever you reflect the light will fall. Right now, light is falling on you and me. I will go away from here shortly. Light is not going to follow me. Light will remain here. Light is not choosing anyone, nor does it get affected. Yours and mine, consciousness, the Chit, Sat, Chit, Ananda. That Chit is the consciousness. Chitya is not getting affected like the light. That light of my Chit, it makes me realize the Sat. Sat is the existence of the world, existence of my husband, my wife, my children, my parent, my money, my property, my land, my bank account, this world around, existence. But Buddha is saying, Anityam, Anityam, Anityam. Mumukshattam, Mumukshattam, Mumukshattam. It's only momentary. It's changing. Everything is changing. People come in our life, they go away from our life. Your partners, your parents, soon enough, they will get old, they will die. But we think we are going to hold on. I never think about myself dying. Children will grow up, change, get married, go away. Everything is changing. Money comes in, goes out. And if I try to hold on to the money, it's like a clotted blood. It'll create a heart attack for you through desires and expectations. So what is all this confusing now? So I bring you the Adhisthana, another concept. Upadhi was the crystal and changing its color like that one which is refracting through the crystal, the rose or the green tree or the yellow rose. But Adhisthana is the ground of reality. Light is falling on it, the crystal is reflecting it. It's not the ground of reality. It is, yes, it is. It appears to be red. There was a beautiful example given by Jackson Peterson. He is a Buddhist and he writes to a monk, Swami Sarvapriyananda. He's talking about it, a great speaker of great honor of Vivekananda's prodigy. He's saying, Peter Jackson, to explain Upadhi, he said, not explain, his experience. He said Jackson was having breakfast and he saw the orange juice. And it just so happened there was a glass of water just behind. And it appears in such a way, the glass of water in the front, orange juice at the back, and they were in such a line. The moment he saw, he took a picture and he sent it to Swami Sarvapriyananda. Sarvapriyananda said, what a beautiful example of the Upadhi. That water glass looked like another glass of orange juice. Exactly. Whereas it is not. It appears. You're not that body and the mind. It appears. And now comes in Adhisthana, the ground of reality. Take another example, a cinema screen, white screen, and now picture is projected. You can also think about television screen. A picture is running. The picture, ground of reality, the reality is the screen. The picture cannot run. The volcano, Godzilla, King Kong, Empire State Building destroying King Kong. Nothing happens to the screen. Earthquake, volcanoes, water flood, heroine, love scene. Screen is detached. Ground of reality is the consciousness in which the world appearance, adhisthana, world of reality. The screen, understand one important factor in the Advaita. The screen is only pictures and sounds. To the screen, the picture, the movie, is only a character, some sound, some. Screen is not affected. Whether it plays a love scene, it doesn't fall in love. And notice, screen is not attached. Like we are attached to our body and the mind, adhisthana. Screen is not attached. What does it attachment meaning? Suppose the screen says, I love this heroine. I will not let her go. Let her stay. The movie will stop. Or he says, I hate this hero, this villain. I will not let this villain come into my screen. You cannot play the screen. Screen is unattached. It doesn't matter what is happening on the screen. The ground of reality of the picture is different than the ground of reality of the screen. The screen can stay without the picture, but the picture cannot stay without the screen. Adhisthana, Advaita. So now, question will come. All right, I know this gold. Gold is there in tiara, in necklace, in bangle. But, or this table, this is made of teak wood. If I scratch the table, the wood will, I know it is made of teak wood. Table is absolutely, everything, the existence is the wood, the teak wood. If I take away the teak wood, the table will not stay. Just like if I take away the water, the ocean, the wave, the bubble, the froth, the spray will vanish. The ground of reality is the water. The ground of reality is the wood. But the third point comes in. If I scratch the table, the wood is getting scratched. Then how can it be that my consciousness does not get affected if I have fever or COVID-19 or I have suffering or I have a divorce or I have a fight or I have lost money and I haven't paid tax and I'm taken to the prison? How come my consciousness is not affected? It should get affected, no? This is called vivarta. Third, very important understanding, in which we need to get through to this understanding through Advaita. Little technical, takes little time to understand, but not really. I'm giving you through the stories and understanding vivarta from adhisthana and from upadhi. Vivarta is the snake and the rope. The snake is vivarta to the rope. The picture is vivarta to the screen. Screen is untouched. Rope doesn't get poisoned. because it appears a snake, but it doesn't become a snake. By the way, don't make a mistake of seeing something like that lying on the road when you're walking in a dark alley and say, oh, that's only a rope. You better check it out with your mobile flashlight. Okay, that's just, by the way, thought came to my mind. I couldn't resist sharing with you. So now, Marichika, mirage. A mirage appearing in the desert as water. And you're wanting to drink water. So you go towards that and you soon realize, oh, this is what is mirage. So what do you do? This happened to Vivekananda in Rajasthan. So he realized that this is mirage. He was going. He realized, he turns around, but he sees something beautiful. And this is why he had that viveka, which is what we prayed for today. The Divine Mother give us that viveka so that we know what is unreal to real. And we have vairag for what is not real. Vairag for that marichika. Vairag for that mirage. What is it? Vivekananda turn around. And when he's going back, Vivekananda says, I looked back and I saw the same oasis, but now I know. I did not get affected. I did not run behind that oasis. I did not get scared by the snake because I know it is the rope. I am not attached to my body and the mind and name because I know that is not I. So now what do we do with this upadhi, adhisthana and vivarta? With this concept, know that you are the water. When you know you're the water, when you know, you see every other wave. It doesn't mean that, you remember the famous statement we shared, Himalayan monk is saying, Advaita हिंदी में बोल रहे आपको निर्बाध बना देता है, gives you freedom. You are now in the family. You know it is not permanent. If you don't know, the desires will come. Duksham, duksham, sarvam duksham. It's suffering and suffering and suffering. But supposing you know that this suffering is there. Suffering is there. But you know it's only the body which is suffering. It's only the mind which is suffering. That is not me. They have come. Okay, welcome. Have a cup of tea. I am not attached. You have to go. Go ahead. Bye-bye. I am not attached. Shankaracharya is saying, the entire mass of water in the oasis will not wet even one grain of sand. Same way, entire sufferings, entire physical changes, entire relationship, happiness, joy, or problems and suffering is not going to affect one scratch on you. And that is the knowledge once you have, something happens to you. This is called Brahmavid, knower of Brahman. I am Atman Brahman. This is Anubhava Bhakta. You are experiencing, you are feeling it. When you start to feel that, suddenly the diamond with the dhobi becomes 10 crore rupees worth. Meaning it doesn't, you cannot put a dimension to that consciousness of yours. But that consciousness come alive and is represented to you through your people around you. They are there, but it doesn't affect you. You are there. Being aware, being an Advaita, you don't have to run up to the mountain Himalaya and start meditating and say, no, it makes you, gives you freedom. Being the samsara, a better husband, a better wife, because I now know I have to give, serve them. Why? Because their The wave is another water. I do not look at tsunami as a big wave. I can never be in that. And that little bubbles and the froths are losers, haven't studied in their school, doesn't earn money, they live in the basti. No, they're also water. So I see that one consciousness which is within me, is the diamond stone, is in everyone. I see God in everyone. I see God in my husband. How can I fight with him? In my friend, in my wife. I see the Supreme Divine Mother. I see Lord Shiva in the stone. I see Lord Shiva in mine. And I see Lord Shiva in the one word, Omkar in Brahman. Everywhere. Sarva Vyapi Anantam Advaitam. What happens? Vivekananda is saying something beautiful. He's saying great things in the world do not happen just like that overnight. Perseverance, forbearance, having faith in your own self. The moment you have that faith in your own self, automatically you will find something will come. Vedanta will happen to you. The fact we are talking about Vedanta, you and I are divinely blessed to know, to hear. Everybody can't. You know the status we were used to be in and now we are in, and how much changes are happening. Why do you wish to sufferings to continue? Miseries to continue? Nobody likes it. Even the dog doesn't want the suffering. Dog wants to play around, fool around, laugh around. You do play around in every field, everywhere. That is people. And Sat, existence. This existence is this table. Existence is the dog. Existence is me and my children and my family and my parent and my friends. Existence is everything. Infinite existence. Infinite consciousness is infinite Ananda. That Ananda through, now understand, Upadhi, Adhisthana and Vivarta comes also as a suffering. Because we have forgotten it is Ananda only. I look at the suffering and I say, why me? Let's take on these, meditate on that consciousness. Meditation, we will take it on, is not just sitting still and making my mind blank. That's more like a zombie. No, meditation is a tremendous energy where you are witnessing your consciousness. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in all the great things that you would like, your expectation. Breathing out all the problems in your life. First, follow the breath. Watch the breath. Hamsa. Remember the Hamsa? And then, in the Omkar, concentrate on the sound. Listen to the Omkar. Omkar, which you are silently saying it. Omkar also within. You will hear it everywhere. Right now, there is such loud Omkar going on here. Many will hear, many won't hear. Because we are not connected. We are under the delusion of the Upadhi, Adhisthana and Vivarta. Now, after about 15 counts or so, now don't follow the breath, don't watch the breath. Feel the coolness through the tip of the nose is going in and coming out. Small breath. This, by now, your breath has calmed down. You feel the coolness of the breath in the tip of the nose and warmness of the breath as it's going out. Now what are you practicing? Awareness of that consciousness. Chaitana, Chit. I can feel the, not the breath, the coolness. I feel the warmth. I am aware of the coolness, aware of the warmth. For about same 15 counts. Count in your finger. You're sitting like this, right over left, and this is 1. Second, this is 2. This is 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. After 15 count, just sit still. Thoughts coming in. Thoughts come in because of the vritti, like a bubble in the lake of the mind, like bubbles. I want to have a cup of coffee. I want to go out and have Golgappa. I want to meet so and so. I need a better job. Thoughts coming in. I need to handle that guy who's obnoxious to me. I need to be pleasant with my neighbor. I said a wrong word today. We were that coming in as vritti. Now what you do? Don't look at the thought. Vritti is coming in. Remember the earlier example. From the consciousness is coming in, illuminating the mind. Reflective consciousness is letting the senses and the body feed in to know the world. To know the thought, I am illuminating the vritti, like the moon is illuminated by the sun, by the consciousness. So what am I doing? Asanga asmin. I am detached, I am consciousness. I am illuminating the thought, but look at the light, only asanga, only the light. And focus on the light. You will notice the thoughts will go away, your knees will get locked, restlessness will move away until your meditation is over. You will not feel like moving. Akasha Shanti, Prithvi Shanti, Vayu Shanti, Agnyaya Shanti, Jalaspataya Shanti, Gaur Shanti, Manaha Shanti, Chitta Shanti, Uttaradisha Shanti, Dakshinaya Shanti, Purvaya Shanti, Manaha Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the Supreme Brahman, Ishvara, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman, in the form of the Divine Mother, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, or Jesus, or Muhammad, or Mahavir Jain, Guru Nanak, Guru Gobind Singh, in any form, bless us. Paramahansa Yogananda, Teshwar Giri Lahari Mahasaya, Sri Sri Swami Vivekananda, Holy Mother, Sharada, Paramahansa Ramakrishna. Bless us that we build within us that through practices of truth and purity, Satya, Viveka. With the Viveka we realize the unreal from real, and we move aside the unreal and hold on to the reality, Vairag. Shama Dama Uparati, Shamadhana Titiksha Shraddha, Mumukshattam, Mumukshattam, Mumukshattam. May the Divine Mother, Supreme Consciousness, Brahman, bless you all and fulfill all your wishes swiftly and quickly in this life alone. Om Jai Guru.